Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing any IK WM France deck, G4, G5, G6 game with Field Watchmen, Cortanans, and Fofo. So, looking at this pile, 2 new cards I need to read: Junk Dealer, get clear or read whenever I use a food or an animal space. Village Head. Once during your turn, discard a card from your hand to receive a building resource of your choice. So it's a bit stronger than Village School, because you can accumulate resources and you use it multiple times at once. Best card here is Cloister Dweller. Definitely. Alright, next up, we have in this pile Beekeeper, Hide Farmer. So graduate, if this is your 7th occupation, you get a room for a family member. It's actually pretty good with Cloister Dweller, but the thing is, I would need a way of playing occupations early in order to make it worthwhile, because Cloister Dweller I don't want to play early either. I think the best card here is probably Treasure Hunter. I like Treasure Hunter. You can put a couple reed, a couple stone, and some wood out, and get it when you fill up your spaces. Of course, I don't want to be left getting the bonus from Treasure Hunter, ideally, because if I do, then that means I'm not getting Max Cloister Dweller. Balance Farmer. 2, 3, 4 types of building resource. You get some food. Sunday Worker, paid to take. I mean, I know what Sunday Worker does. I don't know why felt I needed to read it. I think Dusk Worker. Dusk Worker is really awesome. The 2 fences is kind of awkward with Cloister Dweller, but the ability to plow is really, really nice. Yeah, so I've got 2 late game occupations, 1 early game occupation. So I have a pretty balanced setup so far. Sugar Daddy. Once you live in a stone house, whenever you play an occupation, you get a good of your choice afterwards. That's interesting. Because good includes, does it include animals? It definitely includes crops. So getting crops when you play occupations is nice. Capitalist, choose a scoring category and double the positive points for all players. Ooh, that's really interesting. So you could do something like vegetables. I'm going to take Sugar Daddy. I think Sugar Daddy seems pretty nice, especially when I have 3 cards that I don't mind playing late already. Oh, thanks, Marskak. Thanks for tuning in. What's your plan so far? I just arrived. still very up in the air. I have Cloister Dweller, I have Sugar Daddy, so a couple late game occupations. So a lot still to be determined about how my farm is going to look. Should have this on top during the draft. I kind of like the idea of something like Card Player. Card Player plus Treasure Hunter, Card Player plus Sugar Daddy. There's some interesting options there. I don't really want any of these cards, honestly. I think maybe Village Head is an option. I guess there's maybe a line where I could build a stone room with Treasure Hunter and Village Head. I'm not totally sure how that would play out. I think I'm between Village Head and Card Player, and I'm gonna take Village Head. Card Player, it always has potential, but it's just really hard to justify putting all that effort into it. This card, Hide Farmer and Treasure Hunter don't really go that well together, so I think I'm gonna take Stockman here. Stockman, if I want to go. If I only do 3 rooms, then I want to get points in other ways, and for example, 3 stables would be a good way, or 4 stables would be a good way to do it. And I can play Stockman after I play Sugar Daddy, so. And this pick can be anything. Let's take Balance Farmer for fun, kind of try that out. Maybe I'll get minor improvements that support Balance Farmer. So this pick is Turnip Fields, almost certainly. Petting Zoo is nice because it's got points on it. Donkey is always good, but Turnip Field is just a really fantastic card. Just fantastic. All right. Here we've got, oh, Grotto is pretty nice with an early renovation strategy. Cured meat. Okay. Considering that you can do this all at the end if you have 4 boar, that's pretty nice for cured meat. I mean, watering can is always nice because of the ability to get more crop points. I think though I'm going to take, the thing is I really don't have any way of feeding for Grotto. Yes, I don't think I can take Grotto, unfortunately. Let's grab this cured meat. 4 bonus points if I set up my farm correctly is quite powerful. So with cured meat, I want to have 5 boar in round 14 when and then I eat 1 boar and pay 4 food to get 4 bonus points. So yeah, should be pretty good. So I could even use a card like Sugar Daddy to make it easier for me to get multiple boar. Dusk Worker is really nice. I think Dusk Worker is like a really, really fantastic card. What I'd love to see is I'd love to see a way of getting fields at the end of the game, or getting playing occupations at the end of the game. That would be just excellent if I could do that. Just waiting a little bit on the draft. All right. Ooh, farm school. Ooh, I like that as a way of playing occupations late. Yeah, I think I like farm school here. The thing is, farm school will let me play. If I can play Sugar Daddy, Dusk Worker, Cloister Dweller all with farm school, and then I play Stockman normally, that means I just need to have it set for, what, that's 3 uses. So I mean, I want to have 2 crops going by the end of round 11 anyways, probably. So Moroskov says swimming studio and fishing rod for grotto. I think it just takes a little bit too much work. Work in terms of a lot of actions early on to set up. I think what I want to do is be going for the first room in this game. Okay. Costermonger's Burrow or Corn on the Cob. Both are okay options. Costermonger with Sugar Daddy would mean that Sugar Daddy wants to get me a bunch of vegetables, but I also want to get boar. Corn, I actually really like Corn on the Cob. It's like a free, the way I look at it is you do your grain to food at 1 conversion and then you get an extra 3. But the great thing is you don't have to bake, you don't have to have a baking improvement. But I will take, I like Costermongers quite a bit. Farm School and Reed Nursery, that's an interesting combination. I didn't really consider that. I'm not really a big fan of Reed Nursery. The main reason is because you need to pay a reed initially, and Farm School has a reed cost on it as well. So I think I'd rather get other crops. Full bottomed wig is nice. I like Whistle here. One unfenced stable. With Stockman, I want to try to build 4 stables, so I think Whistle as a way to feed is a nice option. Yeah, full bottomed wig will probably come too late. I'll probably want to run out of stone before I'll have 3 sheep. And cheese fondue is okay, it's a clay for a point, but I think Whistle giving you a sheep every harvest is pretty nice. This pick is Syrup Top. I always find the cost is so awkward. Like it can give you a nice payout, but just I find the cost so awkward. I think I'm gonna take watering can. I really like watering can. I think it's, especially with costermongers, yeah. I think watering can is just fantastic. And then this pick, it's unlikely I'm going to want to play Abandoned Willow, so I'm looking at Reed Exchange and Straw Thatched Roof. Reed Exchange is usually the most, like, it's good for like surprise family growth, surprise build room actions, so it's an option. It's a fine option, I think. With a card like Village Head and Balance Farmer could go well together, except I think I want to play a bunch of my cards. If I decide that I'm going to use Village Head, I think it'll be at the end of the game when I still have Reed Nursery in my hand and realize I'm not going to play Reed Nursery and Balance Farmer. In that case, I think playing Village Head will be fine, because it'll be 2 resources plus a good, which is a fine action. But really, I think I'm looking for a bunch of vegetable. I'm looking for 2 bonus points from Costermongers, and then I'm looking for 4 bonus points from Cured Meat, and then 4. I think 5 is probably not going to be doable, but if I can get 4 bonus points from Cloister Dweller, that'll be fine. Or even 3. If I can get 3 from Cloister Dweller, it's still fine. Not as good when it's only 3, but it's something. So I'm first. So I'll grab Reedstone Food. Reedstone Food is a great action. We have Self-Employee here. Counts as a played occupation. It goes kind of nice with that occupation that you want to play 7 really quickly. School Lunch Lady for Field Watchman. Excellent card. Beekeeper for Quentinins. Oh, I picked Stockman really late. I was gonna say, did I miss Beekeeper plus Stockman? No, he took it right before it came back to me, or 2 turns. I guess 2 picks before it came back to me. What? I get 3 wood and Reedstone Food round 1. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Fofo may be deciding he really wants that first fireplace, which is fine. I don't need to get the first fireplace for Whistle to be worth playing, because you can always play it, get that sheep in the first harvest, and not eat it until the second harvest. It's always an option. Fofo with the simple fireplace, okay. And herdsman, occupation herdsman. Very happy to Reedstone Food a second time. I guess I could play Balance Farmer here. Balance Farmer will give me 2 food right away, so it'll give me +1 food in round 4. Because I'm either gonna, like, if I get Reedstone Food again, that's the way that works. Yeah, Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this. Let's try it. Let's try it out. I said I was kind of keen to check it out, so I need to play occupations anyways, so I want to get to 2 for my farm school. So I just want to take reedstone food as much as I can. And if I play reed exchange, I want to spend that reed also immediately. And if I played a improvement that got spent 2 wood, I would get an extra food at the start of next round. So that's an option. I could start player reedstone food or something. Start player costermongers into reedstone food. Or build a stable. But no, I'm not going to do those things. Those are not efficient. I want to do stuff that I want to do anyways. That's the key. That's the key. 1 food. Yeah, I'm getting 1 food at the moment. Yes, if I spent 2 wood, what I'm meaning is if I spend 2 wood with my second action, it also gives me a food. So I could, for example, play Costermonger's Burrow on start player, get another, which would get me another food, because I would have 1 wood, 1 reed, 1 stone. And then my round 3 would probably be something like reedstone food and then something else. Oh, I never considered Grotto being paid for by Balance Farmer. That was maybe an option. But I'm getting 3 wood again, so I'm taking 3 wood. Like, I'll take wood as much as they let me. F. From Balance Farmer at the start of each round. Yeah, I guess there was maybe a line with Village Head plus Grotto plus Balance Farmer where I would get a reed, a clay, and a stone, have all 3 of those be the same, and then the 2 food from Balance Farmer goes into the Grotto. Something like that, but it would mean that I'd have to throw away all my cards, and I have good cards. I want to play my cards. A card like Village Head is great in a draft 7 game. In a draft 9 game, it's not good. Fofo first action, day labor. Okay, I will reedstone food. I'm now in the position to build the first wood room, which is an excellent spot to be in. Balance Farmer is fun with Politician. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can balance out your stone and reed always. Interesting. Yeah, I guess with Balance Farmer you're looking for cards that let you spend the ability to spend a certain amount of resources is really valuable. Like the ability to spend 1 stone when you need to, or 2 clay when you need to, like turn 2 clay into 3 food, for example. Capitalist, and he's identifying grain for Field Watchman is identifying grain. Okay. So that means I want to get 4 points in grain. Quite simply. So I have a bunch of different things I want to do this game. Fortunately, okay, let's send Capitalist to the board for grain, put a grain on it, and let's send go to the board. And for my turn, 3 wood. Yeah, it lets me build that stable. And I get a food from Balanced Farmer. So it would be nice if I can build a room next round and then also do an action that will trigger Balanced Farmer in round 5. It would be nice if I could do that. I will if I spend 7 wood on room and stable, 2 wood, 2 stone. You are absolutely right. Yeah, thanks, Moroscock. I guess I was thinking about like also maybe doing something like 2 reed, because if I take 2 reed, then I'll be left with 2 reed, 2 stone. So then 2 would kind of be my target number. Pasture Planner here. This is a great card. I really like Pasture Planner. I would have liked it with Cloister Dweller, because Cloister Dweller likes big, sprawling farms. My room is safe, so I have kind of a free action here. Occupation is fine for me to play right now. I think I will Occupation Treasure Hunter. Okay, so let's put a reed here and a stone where my no, sorry, wood here, stone here, and then stone and maybe 1 reed and a wood, something like that. I think that's fine if I lay out like that. Because now my second action will be room, stable, which will keep me at 3003. Yeah, so that'll trigger Balanced Farmer. Cool. I really like Treasure Hunter. It's a fun card. I used it for stone because stone is really nice. For an early stone reno, like anything that can get you stone, of course. 4 wood getting ignored, which is really weird. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Grab a room and a stable. All right, good. This is a fine space to fine position to be in. So I wouldn't mind getting a sheep, or sorry, I wouldn't mind getting a cooking implement before this next harvest. When does whistle trigger? I guess I don't even know. It's the breeding phase. Okay, so it wouldn't pay off until after until the next harvest. So I actually don't need to build a cooking implement until round 8, round 9. Five clay is pretty appealing though. I wouldn't mind getting 5 clay. It's the best, yeah, it's the best resource action on the board right now. I could do 5 clay and then major fireplace. Assuming Field Watchman doesn't build a room with his first action. He might. But you never know. Fofo going for the cooking hearth. Okay. He's still a couple resources away from his grotto. I'll let him start player. If he wants to start player, I have no issues with that. I'll grab 5 clay. Field Watchman playing Thatcher. Good. So let's see what Quantenance does here. He does Reedstone Food again. I guess he's looking at his Guildmaster. But yeah, you want to build rooms. Building rooms is important. But maybe figuring that Field Watchman is going to beat him to family growth anyways, so it's kind of hard to justify doing that. I think I take more clay. I could plow a field here. I could absolutely plow a field. But I think what I do is I take more clay. Grotto. When's Grotto open up? At the end of each round. So he can buy one here and he can buy one round 6. So if family growth comes round 6, first family growth totally falls into my lap. If it's round 7, then Fofo will start player again. And then I have some options about what I want to do. Okay, so I could 3 wood here. I could plow a field. I think 4 clay is a good option though. I think 4 clay is a good option. Now let me get a cooking hearth. Reno plus cooking hearth. I get a food from Balance Farmer. Field Watchman getting to build 2 wood rooms in round 5 is really strong position to be in. He's in a good spot. There it is. There's family growth. Falls into my lap without a single start player action. Pretty good. Pretty good. The great thing is all the rest of them have to work for it. So family growth whistle. It does mess up my Balance Farmer, but I could always get. Well, I can't get 7 wood. I could take 2 reed though. 2 reed would trigger it next round. Can't really spend 1 stone. I don't want the clay oven. It's really hard to pass up 4 wood. 4 wood is an excellent action. Yeah, even if 2 reed would get me a food as well, I need to take wood. Do I? How do I feed next round? Oh, I'm getting a call. I need to pause for a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I was on the phone with my said I got my auto insurance for the next year, so had to get that taken care of. This game has gone really well. I got 9 wood in 2 actions. That 5 wood that I passed on came back to me, and then the 4 wood as well. It means I haven't been able to trigger my balance farmer, but I mean, I'm not too concerned about that. What I'm really looking at is I'm eyeing this 3 stone. I really want to get this 3 stone so I can run out of stone next round and play, and then I can play Sugar Daddy after that. I plowed a field. I could take a grain here. I kind of want to get something. I kind of want to do something that gets me food because I do need food for the next harvest. I'm gonna pick up 1 more well food, so I only need 2 more food total. So that's not very much. So yeah, if there was a way for me to get 2 food from Balance Farmer, that would be kind of nice. Yeah, not really. I think what I do. I'm really not sure what I should do here, honestly. I guess I'll just take a grain. Taking a grain is fine. I'm gonna need to take a grain eventually, so. Anyways, yeah, so the game's going well. And hi, Vrindy. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are all doing very well today. Quantinins went all in on his Guildmaster, but with getting the cabbage maker, or the My Cabbage, and plus having the Basket Maker's Workshop and everything, that's nice. It's a good position to be in. Ooh, wow. And then he gets a free joinery. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, I like what he's doing. It's kind of a fun little combo that he's got going on here. Yeah. So 3 stone, first action, for sure. And then, yeah, so now I can do Reno Cooking Hearth. And if I Reno Cooking Hearth, I have enough resources that I can eat the sheep that I have in my farm, and I don't need any more food. So I'm in a good spot. And then I just want to keep plowing. I kind of have to decide how I want to lay out my farm. I could give up this. I could say I don't really need this reed right now and try to do 6 fields and then do 1 pasture here and then 3 small pastures there. So that would be a 4-point cloister dweller, assuming I can get to 6 fields. 6 fields would be quite a lot of work, especially with like the fact that I have turnip field. I don't really need to do that. I do want to keep taking wood so that I can get breeding pair of boar. If I can, I want to make sure I get 2 boar in round 11. 2 boar round 11 will be worth a good amount for me. Field Watchman is not able to reno, and Fofo is not able to reno. So I think I'm in a good spot. So what I will do is I'll occupation here. I wouldn't mind getting a nice wood action, but you know what? I'll wait and see what else happens. For now, let's just do this. Stone, pay for all. Why? Oh, 1 stone came off of my farm, and I think a wood here. And then the reed came off too. Yeah. That's why you don't do. That's why you don't put resources on your farm, like from. Oh, the wood. Like if you can plant wood, for example, that's why you don't put it in random spots on your farm. And I'm missing. I am actually. Oh, and I'm missing. Was this a clay that I had down here? Someone watching. What was my bottom right resource? I think I... No, I paid the right amount of clay. It must be a stone. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Don't think it was a stone. It wouldn't have auto-paid if it wasn't a stone, though, is the issue. Okay, maybe it was a wood. I guess I can always go to the game log and check from there. 4 clay, 2 stone, 1 stone, 1 reed, 1 reed. Why did it remove reed twice? That doesn't look right. Maybe it was a... Yeah, okay, so it looks like it disappeared when I did the well, most likely. I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. So there's going to be 6 wood available, so I'm going to start player here and grab 6 wood. I will play occupation. I'll get my cure. You know what? I'll play Costermonger's Burrow. Get it out of the way. And I can feed 4 food and a sheep. 4 food, sheep plus sheep. So the thing about, the other thing I can do, if I do 4 fields, I can do pasture, fields, stable, 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 stable. Because, yeah, that's actually an option. Maybe I should do that. 6 wood, for sure. So yeah, sorry, talking about my cloister dweller. So stables are able to be discontinuous. So I can put a stable here, and then stable, stable, and then this is continuous pasture, this is 3 fields, and this is my rooms for a total of 3. So it would mean that I don't use this reed here. So if I wanted a reed for farm school, I would have to take, you know what? Yeah, I want that reed. I do, that's right. I forgot, I keep forgetting about that. I want that reed for farm school. So I want to keep taking wood. Take as much wood as I can. Quantinen's playing his joinery. His free joinery with dovetail joints. Oh, expand farm. Yeah, I unfortunately, Raskov, I have to make them pretty big in order to make the scroll bars totally disappear. I can definitely make them bigger, but I also want to leave my hand in view. It's just really annoying. I can raise the screens up a little, give more real estate that way. I've been trying to figure out a way of getting rid of that address bar, but because I know it's super annoying. Because I want to be able to see my hand as well. That's like pretty key information. Okay, plow's gone, so I can't take plow. So I think I do 3 wood and then fence here. And I'll fence 15, get it all out of the way. No, you know what? I'm gonna fence 12 because I'm gonna fence 2 with Dusk Worker. I guess the fields, the fencing is kind of conflicting with getting my farm school out. Because what are the odds? So if I fence here, and then I first action take 2 boar, and then I could maybe second action sugar daddy, third action sow. Yeah, I don't have enough time to get. The only way that it works is if I sugar daddy here and then turnip field. I guess, yeah, okay, I can do it in 2 actions. I can sow in 2 actions, but I can't get my farm school out. That's 3 full actions. And I think getting the boar breeding is more important. I think I'm okay with that. That's 12. Get a stone and a wood. So I almost have enough wood. Almost. I'm 1 wood short for farm school. Plus 3 stables. Now, unfortunately, my balanced farmer is not doing anything for me at the moment. Unfortunately. But that's okay. Maybe 13 vertically and then 2 to split one of those pastures. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That's an option. I think field is going to be just ridiculously contested the rest of the way. Just because of the number of... also, I don't have that many actions because I'm only on 3 people. So I think going for the pretty farm is okay. I know what you mean, that I could do these 3 over and then those 3 and then do boom boom like that, and then that's 1 field, and then I could leave space for all there for farm. I think this is okay. This will give me a 4-point cloister dweller. It'll also give me room for a cattle and then sheep and then boom. I guess the thing is, without it, I'm not getting anything out of whistle anymore, is the one thing that's kind of sad with this layout. I guess I would like to keep triggering whistle. And I need a wood action anyways. So instead of 12, I'll do 13. Okay, I'll try it this way. Whoops. So I'll play Sugar Daddy and then Turnip Field. Sugar Daddy will give me a... Oh, it's already gone. Okay, that's fine. Take the 2 boar then. So if I build stables this round, If I build stables, then I can trigger my whistle and actually breed sheep. So how much more wood do I need for the rest of the game? Oh, you know what? I can't. I need a wood action first. But that's fine. I can actually do this. And that's a fine position to be in. Totally fine. Yeah, because now I can eat. I have a couple options. If I don't want to take wood anymore, which is absolutely an option, I can build 2 stables, which will trigger the whistle, and then then it makes Stockman a boar plus a sheep plus a good, which is not as good as getting a cattle. Of course, if I got the cattle out of it, that makes Stockman. If I get a 2-point cattle out of it, that makes Stockman just primo action. But I have enough for 2 stables plus farm school, which is enough for the rest of the game. So that's probably a fine action. I'll have a lot of like 2-point actions. Like I think like taking an extra vegetable is going to be 2 points for me. Taking a little time to do extra yeah, getting more vegetables will be 2 points. Plowing more will be 2 points. Making sure I get watering can out. On the other hand, I could try to play village head here. I don't know. This is a hard one. Hard to know what the right options are. I'll do this. Two stables, and then I feed 2 food, 2 sheep, and I breed 2 sheep back. And I breed a boar as well. All right, let's keep this going. Oh, and you know what? Doing that, hey, I didn't even intend for it, but balance farmer. That works. You know, if I had thought a bit more about it, I probably have a line where I could have built the expensive cooking hearth rather than the cheap cooking hearth. If I had foreseen that being at, like, because 2 is an awkward number for reading stone to get to, but 1, you know, obviously 1 is a good number with reedstone food. So maybe I should have been doing that. Like, I should have bought the expensive rather than the cheap one. What do we got here? What's the action? It's plow sow. Oh man. Well, start player would be really good for me. But I am going to plow like normal. And I'm going to ignore the stone that's sitting. No, you know what? I'm going to take the stone because it's a food. Yeah. Because now I'm left at 2 stone, 2 clay for the rest of the game. So it's 2 food actually. Alright. So my feeding looks pretty set. So I want to get a reed. I also want to play more occupations. Oh, I have so much that I want to do. Okay, so I need to play Sugar Daddy. I think Sugar Daddy as my next action is like pretty clearly the next best thing to do. Thing is, I can even use Sugar Daddy to get reed, but that would be pretty suboptimal, I think. what I do need to do is I need to get a sow action. I need to get 2 grains sown, because once I have 2 grains sown, then I can watering can, and that's going to be just so much points. Let's do that. And you know what? No, you know what? Taking vegetable first is fine. Plus V. So my next action, I think, will be occupation stockman and get a grain. Because then first action round 13 can be start player turnip field. And I do want to get another grain before I do my sow action. Do I? Oh man, this is hard. It's hard to know what the right moves are. It's really hard to know. Like, everybody's ignoring. I'd be happy with plow sow or family growth, and it looks like both are gonna just fall into Fofo's lap. So I could take the opposite of whatever he takes and be happy with both moves. Okay, eat a sheep, I get a boar, and I get another good of my choice, which I will take a grain. So I get a boar and a grain with that action. So I have 2 more occupations to play. So if I can get my farm school out next round, that will be good. Oh, what? It doesn't work that way? Oh, what a stupid card. Doesn't give retroactively? It's already such a terrible card. Okay, not that obviously then. I'll play Village Head instead. Oh, that's really annoying. So I have to take away a sheep and a boar. And Stockman sucks. It's already a terrible card. I don't know why it doesn't work retroactively. Or no, I should toss something for a wood. Stockman goes on the board. I have an extra wood and +2 food from Balance Farmer. And guess I have to do this since Fofo first move start player. That's fine. I don't really mind. And I will toss reed exchange to get a reed. So my next move could be family growth, it could be major minor. I want to play my farm school, so major minor, I guess. Yeah, because I want to play Turnip Field as well. I want to play Farm School, I want to play Turnip Field, I want to play Cured Meat, I want to play Watering Can. So not all of those are going to come out, unfortunately. Can I feed this harvest without Cured Meat? Cured Meat will be a bunch of points. Turnip Field will be a bunch of points. Right now, Costermongers is a dead card. I guess what it does, it lets me eat a vegetable without losing any points. That's what it does. But I don't want to do that until after. I don't want to do that until round 14. So I can eat 2 sheep and get 2 sheep back. So I need 1 extra food in order to be able to do everything. I could take cattle here. If I take 1 cattle, then I can get a cattle from Duskworker and breed them, because I will play Duskworker with Farm School before the breeding phase. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Should I toss something here? Toss something to get a wood? Yeah. Toss, oh man, I don't want to get rid of Watering Can or Cured Meat. Well, I'll toss Watering Can, I guess. Toss Watering Can, get a wood. Because that gets me an extra 2 food from Balance Farmer. So wow, Village Head Balance Farmer is actually doing something. So I need to feed 8 food in total, because 6 for my family plus another 2 for so can I eat 1 raw grain? If I eat 1 raw grain, I go down to 5. No, I cannot. I cannot eat a raw grain. So I need to eat animals. desk worker, field, to get a cattle, which breeds, eat, HO3F. Yeah, I have to eat a boar, unfortunately, which makes my cured meat a little worse, but plus a read on desk worker, and then I can also do, what was I gonna do? Plus H whistle. And then I get FF balance. And then I get to play turnip field. And that gets me a bunch of bonus points from grain, which is nice. So I can eat 2 sheep for 4, and then I can eat 1 vegetable, which doesn't cost me any points. But I also want to pay for my cured meat. So to pay for my cured meat is going to cost some stuff too. I can take, the nice thing is I can take a cattle from Cloister Dweller, so I can eat a cattle. So yeah, so I can eat 2 sheep and a cattle, which is 8 food, which is more than enough to pay for my entirety of my cured meat. Oh, but you know what? Cured meat, I would ideally like a 4th boar before I do that. So I want to take 2 boar before I play cured meat. So how many points would that be? It would be 1 point, 2nd point for the cured meat, 1 point for the more boar, 1 point for the cured meat. It might only be a 2-point move. Whereas family growth is also going to be worth some points too. Fofo plays occupation rule breaker. End of the game, you receive 1 bonus point. For each scoring category, you got to 3. Oh, wow, that seems ridiculously strong. Okay, so do I take boar and then play cured meat? Or do I family growth and then play cured meat? Thing is, cured meat is only at most 2 points. Family growth is 3 points. So I'm getting 4 points from my grain. There's the house steward. It's funny how house steward makes 2 people have small farms and then 2 people have big farms. I'm going to be getting 3 bonus points from my cloister dweller. put a stable behind my reed to show that it is an occupied space. I have some points. That's for sure. I don't know if I have enough, but I definitely have some. I mean, well is good. The fact that I have well is good. All my improvements are going to give me a point, except for whistle. I have 4 points from the grain score. I have 3 points from Cloister Dweller coming that I don't have to spend an action on, and I have the cured meat as well, so I should have enough. Oh, I should double count my food. So I'm going to eat a vegetable because it doesn't cost me anything. So that's 4 food that I have. I can eat 2 sheep without eating a point. Yes. And then I can eat 8 cattle. So I can actually eat up to 10 food. So I'm going to need 7 plus 2 plus 2. So that's good. 11, yeah. So I have enough. Because I need 2 for the occupation and I need 2 for the cured meat. Unless there's anything else that's worth more than 2 points, but I'm pretty sure cured meat is going to be a fine action. So when does this activate? I guess I could look at that and say, does this include the one that you're eating? Oh, each boar that I'm converting. Oh, it's on each. I thought it was for each total boar. Okay, so the way this works is that I can eat 3 boar for 9 food and get 6 food and 3 points. I think this works anyways. So I'm gonna eat 3 boar to 6F 3J, and then I can play an occupation Cloister Dweller to get 1 boar. And eat V2 2FJ. And I get 2 sheep and 1 cattle. Beautiful. That works. Yeah, so I had 2 food. I went to 8 food, paying for entirely for my meat, and then I ate a vegetable to get my 9th food because I needed 7 plus 2. I miscounted on that. So Cloister Dweller is 3 points. My whistle I think this ended up being worth it, the way I laid out my farm. It allowed me to get more points from fields, which was good. I needed more points from fields. So I score what I have plus 7 and 5 plus 12. So what I have plus 12. So what is that? That's 47 plus 12. Oh, I scored a lot of points. But you know what? That's inflated by 4 just because of the capitalist. And there's going to be a lot of high... never mind. I was going to say there's a lot of high-scoring farms, but there's not. I just destroyed. Well, Fofo 54. That's good. Good for him. 7. Wow, 7-point rule breaker. Jeez. That's really good. Not enough to beat me, though. Yeah, cured meat is really good. I don't know why. Anything that lets you get the points from having something, but then also able to turn it to food is really good. So cured meat lets me eat all my boar, but still get points for each of them. It's actually more efficient for me to cured meat than to just eat boar. Same thing with Costermonger's Burrow. The conversion of vegetables to points is the same, but I also get 2 food out of it. So yeah, I won. So 47, 4, 3, 3, 2, 59 here. GG. The key thing this game, the way family growth worked, it just totally fell into my lap. 59, 47, 46, 54. The way family growth worked was just really excellent for me. So that it just let me do kind of whatever I wanted. And also the fact that they gave me lots of big piles of resources, which was super good. And then also all my cards are good. All my cards are really good, actually. Balancer is, I mean, it's okay, but with Village Head it ended up being fantastic. And yeah, Village Head, holy. Village Head with a small family where I'm not going to be able to play all my cards. Let me get Stockman, Reed Exchange, Watering Can. Turn those 3 into the exact resources I needed in order to trigger my balanced farm. It let me get the Reed for farm school. Yeah, really, really strong. Really strong. But then I got like Turnip Field's great. Costermongers is good. Farm School is good. Cured Meat, it seems excellent. So yeah, I think probably these guys maybe didn't... Maybe there was just a lot of really good cards. Because yeah, Petting Zoo, Cooking Corner, Sleeping Corner, those are good cards as well. Yeah, interesting game. Interesting game. Rule breaker. Huh. So, fields, pastures, stables, 2 types of animals, 2 types of crops. There's your 7. Holy. You laid that out really nicely. We can actually look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. But, it's better for me. Yeah, Sugar Daddy. It's good. Seems quite good. Sugar Daddy with a bunch of late game occupations. That's key. Like Duskworker though. Duskworker is ridiculously strong. Like it's basically an unblockable plow action. Plus you get 2 wood out of it. And it's a build fences action too. Like it's really good. Really, really good. Alright, I'll probably play another game. So hang around in chat. I'll leave this up for now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the video down just momentarily so that I can output what I've got done currently to YouTube. So everyone watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed this little video, and we'll see y'all next time. Anyone watching live, refresh the stream in about 30 seconds, and I'll be right back.